Everyone, welcome back to Right Fashion Academy YouTube channel for another interesting tutorial. So today's tutorial, I'll be showing you how to sew, the easiest way to sew your yoke neckline. Okay, so this is my yoke pattern which I just cut, and I've added my seam allowances. So you can see my seam allowances, I added 0.5 all around. Okay, and this part is on fold. So I take off my pattern now, and I'm going to sew my yoke neckline. So the pattern I cut here, I have it cut 2 times. Okay, so since it's cut 2 times, so I want to separate what I have on my yoke. So I've separated what I have on my yoke right now. So the next thing I will do is to start pinning my yoke. So this is the easiest way to sew your yoke neckline. So you can see how I'm pinning it. I'm pinning in the direction I can sew right on top of my pins. So I'm arranging the yoke as you can see right here. So if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, and drop your comment on the comment section and your suggestions as well. So what I'm still doing here is to pin. So you can see how I pinned. I'm pinning in the direction I can sew my yoke. So I'm done pinning. So if you want, you can also add more pins. You know, this is an illusion mesh, and is usually very sometimes you see the mesh wobble and leave its right position. So that is why you have to make sure you pin and pin and pin. So you can see me pinning and repinning. What I'm doing here is to be sure I have exactly what I need. So if there's any part that is squeezing, I will lose it. Alright, so now I'm done pinning my neckline. Okay, so I've made sure that my yoke is relaxed and there is no part that is higher than the other. So I want to sew the yoke right now, and I'm sewing my yoke at 0.5. So I'll drop my presser foot, and I'm going to measure 0.5. So I'll ensure I have this at 0.5, as you can see. So when you are sewing your yoke mesh, don't back stitch. You can see I did not back stitch. The reason for this is so you will not so you don't have some squeezes and on the neck yoke neckline, and you are unable to stretch it out. You know, sometimes when you sew your yoke, you notice the yoke squeezes, the thread squeezes somehow, and you need to stretch it out. So if you back stitch, you'll be unable to do that. Alright, so now I've done that. I'm done sewing my yoke right now. So I'll just cut out what I have. Remember, I did not back stitch. So I'll just look at my neckline right now, and I make sure there's no part that is squeezing. Can you see? So I'll now take off my pins. So now you can see I'm done sewing my yoke neckline. So like I said, if there are some squeezes, if you don't back stitch, it will help you, spread it out, as you can see me do. So once you are done, you just pick up your two thread and knot. Okay, so you just knot like this. Okay, so that will serve as your back stitch. Can you see? I'll repeat it again. So I'll make sure I've secured my stitches. So I've already done that on the other part. So I'll cut off because I've knotted it out. So the next thing I want to do now is to reduce the seams. So you carefully reduce the seams. So for knit yoke sewing, so when you are doing this, please, you need to be very, very, very careful. You need to be careful you don't cut into your neckline, because if you cut into the stitches of your neckline, you'll be starting all over again. All right, so that is that, and that is how to go about your yoke neckline. So I'm going to turn around right now. So once I turn around, you will see I have a neat finishing of my yoke. Can you see that? So all you need to do now is to go over to your ironing table with a mild iron. This is yoke. If you use a hot iron, it's going to burn and you start all over again. So I'll just go and give it a good press and we are done. Okay, so I believe you learned a lot from this tutorial. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to receive videos like this every day. Like this video, share to family and friends, drop your comments on the comment section and your suggestions as well. So you can go ahead and sew this into your neckline.